All right, tonight we start with proof the deep state is real in America and that you, the American people.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. And truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
When the Second World War ended in 1945, the United States stood at the height of its power. Yet behind the victory parades, another conflict was already taking shape. One fought not with armies, but with secrets. In the ashes of Nazi Germany, U.S. intelligence officers discovered laboratories, coded documents, and scientists whose research reached far beyond conventional weapons. Some of those minds were quietly brought to America under Project Paperclip, a classified operation that smuggled more than 1,600 German scientists and engineers into U.S. research programs. It was the first brick in a new wall of secrecy. In 1947, President Harry Truman signed the National Security Act, creating the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. Officially, it would coordinate intelligence and protect the nation from future surprise attacks. And officially, it opened a door that would never close. For the first time, an American organization could carry out covert operations abroad without open congressional approval. The language of the act was vague. Functions and duties as the National Security Council may from time to time direct. Those few words gave the CIA permission to operate almost anywhere, under almost any pretext. The Cold War had begun. Washington feared that the Soviet Union was expanding faster than democracy could defend itself. Containment became obsession, secrecy became policy. In 1953, the agency carried out its first major covert regime change, Operation Ajax in Iran. When Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh nationalized his country's oil, American and British intelligence feared losing control of Persian Gulf resources. Within months, propaganda, street protests, and paid agitators toppled him. The Shah was restored to power, loyal to Western interests. The method worked, and so it was repeated. Operation PBSUCCESS in Guatemala in 1954 removed Jacobo Arbenz after he tried to redistribute unused plantation land. Across the globe, similar stories unfolded: coups in the Congo, Indonesia, Chile. Each time, the public explanation was freedom, the hidden goal, stability, defined in Washington. Back home, the reach of covert power grew quieter but closer. During the 1950s, journalists began noticing odd coincidences, articles that seemed to favor certain policies, narratives that shifted overnight. Decades later, Senate investigations confirmed Operation Mockingbird, a CIA effort to influence major news outlets. Some editors and reporters were placed on payroll, others cooperated voluntarily in the name of patriotism. The line between reporting and messaging blurred. In a democracy built on free information, information itself had become a weapon. While the press shaped minds, the laboratories explored how to control them. In 1953, the CIA launched Project MKUltra, seeking methods of interrogation and psychological influence. LSD, barbiturates, electroshock therapy, hypnosis, hundreds of experiments were conducted, often without consent. Universities, hospitals, and prisons took part, rarely knowing who funded the research. When the project was exposed 20 years later, most records had already been destroyed on agency orders. What survived painted a disturbing picture: a government willing to test the limits of human consciousness in the name of national security. the 1960s unfolded, secrecy itself became culture. Presidents came and went, but the intelligence apparatus endured. When John F. Kennedy inherited the Cold War, he also inherited the Bay of Pigs invasion. The CIA planned to topple Fidel Castro in Cuba. The mission failed disastrously. Kennedy, furious, threatened to reform the agency. Weeks later, he told aides he wanted to scatter the CIA to the winds. In 1963, after his assassination, public trust in official narratives collapsed. No credible evidence linked the agency to the tragedy, yet suspicion became part of American life. The Phoenix Program, a joint CIA military initiative. The Pentagon Papers revealed decades of deception about Vietnam. Then came Watergate, exposing illegal surveillance by government operatives. The illusion of clean separation between intelligence and politics vanished. In 1975, the U.S. Senate convened the Church Committee, led by Senator Frank Church. Televised hearings brought Americans face to face with the hidden machinery of their own government. Assassination plots against foreign leaders, mail interception programs, domestic spying on civil rights figures. One senator warned, the United States government has perfected a technological capability that enables us to monitor everything. If this capability were ever turned against the American people, no privacy would remain. The public was shocked, but reforms were temporary. Within a few years, new agencies and classified budgets restored much of the system's power, now protected by layers of oversight committees that often saw only what they were allowed to see. By 1975, the architecture of the modern intelligence world was complete. A global network of covert operatives, a web of corporate contractors supplying technology, and a permanent national security bureaucracy too complex for any single administration to dismantle. Some called it a safeguard. Others called it something else,